Well, here we are, July the 28th, 2021. Can you believe it? I sure can. I can definitely believe it. Anyway, we're going to discuss today victory or fulfillment. And you might kind of wonder where I'm going with this. And hopefully, as we go through this, you'll find out. If you want to say something, right down here. Uh, let me see. Type in here, and I'll see what you got to say or any questions you might have while we're live. Well, I'm approaching my next birthday, July 30th. That's pretty exciting. So I'm always happy to see birthdays. Never have been one of those people that didn't want to see a birthday come around. It's fun because I'm still here. Anyway, let me get on with this thing. So, victory or fulfillment. So, what do you think? What's in your mind about victory or fulfillment? Remember my website, www.astepabove.life. Subscribe to my newsletter. Subscribe to this channel. Click like. Anything you want to do. So, a lot of people think of victory and fulfillment as sort of the same thing, but they're not. They're not the same thing. Victory, let me read this so I can say it came out of the dictionary, is a success or triumph over an enemy in a battle or war. A success or superior position achieved against any opponent, opposition, or difficulty. Okay, that's a victory. Fulfillment. To bring about the completion or achievement of, to achieve one's potential or desires, the state or quality of being fulfilled, completion, or realization. Right from the dictionary. So you can already see there's a difference in context here. I think context is the correct word. If that's not, correct me. Okay. So the difference, if you think about victory, the goal is to win, to accomplish, to smash the other guy. Maybe not that bad. When you're playing a game, do you try against all odds and everything else to be the meanest, baddest person and destroy everybody else on the board? Or do you have fun with it? I used to be the other kind of person. Follow the rules. I'm going to smash everybody on the board. Well, I learned a long time ago, I guess I was 15 or 16, that is not the way to be. It's no fun playing with somebody like that. It's not enjoyable, and it's not a game. It's to somebody trying to show you how much better they are than you are, and it's irritating. I don't like to play games with people like that, and I don't. So you can choose to be a competitor. That's okay. It's good to compete, but compete in a way where everybody can enjoy the game. When I play baseball, I love baseball. I like to win. I do like to win. However, I didn't cheat. I didn't try to do things to make the other team look bad or keep them from playing at their best. What good is it to win against somebody if you have hampered them in some way? That doesn't even make sense to me. But anyway, I've seen people do that. When we played baseball, I played the best I could. If we won, yay. If we lost, well, it wasn't so much yay, but I appreciated that the other team played better than my team did. It's simple as that. You don't have to win all the time. You should, let me rephrase that. You should always do your best at what you do. You may not always win, But if you've done your best, you can go away thinking, hey, man, I put 100% into that game. I did the best I could, and we still lost. It's okay. It's okay to lose. Losing helps you appreciate winning that much more the next time. And it also helps you practice more so that you are better the next time. If you're a business person, study more, go to seminars, read books, look at videos, go to luncheons where business leaders are teaching you uh, techniques and strategies to help you become better. If you're a church leader, hey, there's all kind of conferences for church leaders. How many pastors and their staff go to these things, or does the pastor go? Because the staff, we don't want to pay for them to go because they're just the staff. I don't like pastors like that. If a pastor goes, everybody on the staff ought to go, and they can all learn together. Something I appreciate about a friend of mine, and he was our music leader at a church in Virginia, Jonathan Davidson. When they were conferences on improving your musical worship team and styles and ways to lead people in worship, he encouraged all of us to go, which most of us did. It was just a matter of he's like, hey, man, let's all go to this thing so we can all be better. Not, I want to go to this so I can be better. He was a team leader. Really appreciate that about him. Let me go on. So, with a victory, there's people who come along and they'll cheer you, hey, and try to pump you up while you're playing, and then it's over and there's nothing left to do, and all those people are gone, and there you are by yourself. A little bit depressing. It's a big letdown to have a big win, and you might even have a celebration, and then it's crickets. But what about fulfillment? This is a whole different ballgame. Okay, now you're taking a journey. That's longer than a race. A journey can be a lifetime. You plan out where you're going, lay out a path to follow, and while you're on that journey, you actually get to enjoy the scenery. If you're in a race, man, you're not looking at the scenery. You just don't want to see anybody else's heels of their shoes. You want to be in front of them. But if you're on a journey, it's okay to stop and smell roses. It's okay to look at the trees. It's great to look at the ocean or the sand or the mountains or the people along the way. It's relaxing. A journey might be demanding, but it's relaxing. So you continue along this path, and we'll say lifetime. For an entire lifetime, and along the way, you pick up people that kind of follow you and go along with you, and they like your philosophy, and then one day, you're not here anymore. So what happens to those people that came along with you on the journey? Do they disperse? No. They have bought into the philosophy. They have bought into the journey. They continue on and they inspire others. So the thing you started by yourself has grown and expanded until now there may be thousands or millions of people. If you watch that movie, Forrest Gump, he started out running by himself. People came along with him. Anyhow, it's a funny movie, and it shows almost anything that you want to do, there will be people that are interested in doing it with you. It's just the nature of being a human. It's two different mindsets. So, in your life, is it one of trying to get over on somebody, or always be the winner, or always be on top? Or does it consist of not only working to achieve your goals and dreams, but along the way help other people achieve their goals and dreams? They're not going to have the same goals and dreams you are, but they have dreams. They have things they want to do. Can you help them? No, I don't mean hand out and giving them money and stuff. Can you help them learn how to achieve what they want to achieve? You know, in my last newsletter, I said, talked about a man that I seems like he was a minister. It may not have been a minister. Anyway, he said, he was speaking and he said, it's a sin to be poor. I went, what? What do you mean it's a sin to be poor? So how can that even be? Well, the way it can be is that the, uh, whoops, hold on here. I'm gonna have to go on pause. Hello? Hello? Hey, Well, hopefully y'all couldn't hear all of that. But anyway, you never know when the phone's going to ring. Let me get back on with my topic. So here we go. So y'all probably saw I cut the sound off so it wouldn't ruin everything. And if somebody can show me, I'll cut that little segment out. But I don't know how to do it. So anyway, these thoughts I got on the victory and fulfillment. I actually had read the intro uh, page on Simon Sinek's book, The Infinity Game, and I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. I think I'll use that springboard and go forward with this. So that's where I got that from. If you get a chance to get any of his books, Simon Sinek, Simek, you'll enjoy them. They're good books, good guy. And he's got a lot of videos out too that y'all can watch. So be an encourager and promoter of other people. I have found that in business, in church, and other things, you never cut down your competition or put down, say, another faith or another person. You may not agree with them, but you don't need to have negative things to say about them. If somebody has a business that's similar to yours, and maybe they're cutting their prices really low and they do shoddy work, and you know that, I would say the best way to handle that is if somebody asks you about them, say, oh, you know, I think they've been in business for a number of years. What do you know about them? I know they have several accounts. You know, what about their quality of work? Well, you would have to talk to their people for whom they do work. Did you hurt that person? No. What about a different church, different faith? Totally different religion. We don't need to put down their religion or cut down their faith or say, oh, they're too rule oriented or they're too loose. If somebody asked me about a different church, I said, oh man, you know, they have like 5 services. Well, what did I just say? Nothing, except they've got 5 services. If they've got 5 services, they must have a lot of people attending. So sometimes you have to bite your tongue when you know something. And if it's your family, friends, somebody you don't want to see hurt, you could say, I have this experience with that company, but that was just my experience, and kind of leave it at that. Okay, so take charge. Decide that you want to live a fulfilled life. What is it that excites you and makes you want to get up every day? Assess how you think about your work, your family, your church, your neighbor, just anything. See how you think about other things. And then make changes that will lead you to not only fulfilling your dream, but the dreams of people with whom you interact that you can help. So I've put a link in my newsletter. And if you're not getting my newsletter, www.astepabove.life, subscribe, $99 a year, $10 a month. You know, you say, well, I'd like to try it out. Contact me through my website, the Rev, THEREV, at a step above, ASTEPABOVE.life, LIFE, and say, send me a free issue and I'll do it. Yes, I will. No problem. Every person, I'm trying to think if I've had anybody not like my letters. I've done this for 12 years. Um, every person I can think of has liked my newsletters. I've had some people not subscribe anymore. Some people hit times in life when they don't have extra money, and some people are getting so much stuff they have to pick and choose what they want to spend their resources on. Spend your resources on what helps you and your family the best, not just because somebody makes an appeal to you. You have to look at you, not anybody else. So at the bottom of my newsletter, I put, I don't love money. I like money. I don't love money. I love what money properly used can do. That's what I love. Because if you use your money correctly, you can do tremendous things. Or you can use it stupidly, like the time I told y'all about the guy in the boat. He just had to have a boat. Had to have it. So his wife said, well, where's the money coming from? I'll worry about that later. Oh, man. When I heard that, I thought, he didn't say that. I heard it, but I thought he didn't say that, but he did. And so he bought a boat. And when you buy a boat, there's taxes and there's licenses and there's fees when you put it in the water. And oh, man, there's a lot of expense on a boat. Depending on the size boat you got, it can be rather expensive. And when you get one of those cabin cruisers, and they're like, I saw a used one the other day for sale for $25,000. It's used. Man, I don't want a used boat. I want a new boat. Okay. But and that's what he got. He got a used boat. But 2 months down the road, they weren't making their mortgage payment. They were having trouble getting food. They couldn't make their car payment. He sold the boat for way less than he paid for it, just to get that off of him. Did he make a wise decision? No. He didn't count the cost. The Bible says explicitly, count. No king goes to war without counting the cost. With your family, don't make decisions without counting the cost first. And I don't care what it is you're getting. If I'll pick on the wife for a moment. If the wife wants new curtains, and new curtains for the home, just a normal sized home, and you want a better quality curtain, and so you end up spending, I don't know, $250, $500 per window, and you have 14 windows in your house. That's a lot of money. Do you have that discretionary income in your bank account right now? No, don't get them. Don't get them. Never get anything that is a wanna. If it's going to take away from food, making a mortgage payment, making a car payment, putting gas in the car so you can go to work, paying for the kids' lunches. Oh, I'm not kidding you. And not kidding a bit. There was an acquaintance of ours. They lived in a trailer, but they had an almost brand new car, quite out of their price range. Just putting it mildly. So anyway, they had to have that car, whether the kids had clothes, whether it was food to eat, it didn't matter. Whether the lights got cut off every other month, they had to have that car. You don't give money to people like that. You try to help them by training them. And if they won't listen to your training, it's not your responsibility anyway. Oh, but what about those kids? Those kids are their responsibility. And if it's too bad, you may have to get an official agency involved. Fortunately, some events happened that helped them get back on a stable setting again. But it wasn't from anybody giving them money. They started assessing where they were and decided, well, we're kind of messing up here. We got to change some stuff. They kept the car for a long time. But anyway, he started working 2 jobs. So anyway, it was interesting. They're a nice couple. So all I'm saying today is decide to live a life of fulfillment and not a life of conquest or victory or getting over on somebody. Live a life that when you're not here anymore, people can go, man, what a great man, woman, boy, girl, friend, brother, sister, mom, dad, they were. They helped me learn to be competent with my finances, with my life, with my interaction with my family or my job. So think about that. Enjoy the weekend. I'm going to enjoy Friday because July 30th is my birthday. I want to have a blast. But anyway, you guys make it a great week.